welcome back to The Mosaic, where we build life and business one intentional piece at a time. Today, we are going to dive into a question I got from one of my staff members. And the question was, is this a goal or a resolution? Okay, I'm going to expand on that in a minute. But as I'm recording this episode, it is the beginning of 2025. Now, whether you're listening to this episode now or months later, this conversation will always be relevant, really. So let's break it down together a little bit. So I'm going to start with sharing a personal story. I'm going to unpack the difference between goals and resolutions and leave you hopefully with a message that will inspire you to focus on what truly matters. So let's start with the question that inspired this episode. So my staff member asked me if my goal of being able to do 10 push-ups by the end of 2025 is a goal or a resolution. Honestly, I had to stop and thought for a minute because that question made me realize that I had not reflected on the difference between a goal and a resolution before. So I had to pause and thought a little bit about what those words mean to me at the time. So I told the person, right, I said, well, I had not thought about the difference that much, but let me first define tell you what those resolutions versus goals mean to me, and then I'm going to get back to answering the question. So resolutions really remind me of New Year's resolutions, for better or for worse. So, and then it somewhat reminds me of those promises we make to ourselves at the start of the new year that often fade away by, January 19th, right? It feels a little temporary, like they lack depth and true meaning. It's almost like lust and it's gonna fade away. But my push-up challenge, so what I told this person was, I think it was a goal, and this is why. It's because the push-up challenge for me, that 10 push-ups, it's not just about the number. It's about achieving that goal. It's about what achieving that goal means to me. So let me first get real with you. I can't even do one push-up right now. So this goal is deeply challenging for me. But it also aligns with my deeper desire to feel stronger and healthier. And I'm really not chasing a number. I'm chasing a feeling. A feeling of a version of myself that is stronger and healthier. So, and then there is this fun fact, right? I've been told that I have, like, my arms are longer as I'm like showing my form to my friends and others. I got reminded that my arms are a little bit longer than my torso, right? And I'm combining that with my age, right? Getting closer to big 5-0. They tell me that, push-ups are hard for most women anyways. And even like super young girls often can't do push-ups and so on. So, don't get me wrong, like the people around me, I'm not trying to the people around me, I have great people around me. I have big supporters, my family, my friends. But it also goes to show that even the most encouraging people in your life, I can unknowingly kind of, it is, even though it is their well intentions, the comments that they could make can, if you hang on to them, like it can hold you back. So don't hang on to other people's thoughts, right? Anyhow, right? Despite all of that, I have been chipping away at this goal with consistency for a while now, right? I've been doing my yoga practice, 6 a.m. yoga practice, for about a month or 2 months. And now that we turned over to the new year, and I have this goal, I've started incorporating knee down push-ups to my vinyasas. Okay, anyhow, one day, and it's recently, it happened recently. I still can't do a good form one push-up, but one day I really had a glimpse of a real push-up without the knee down. Okay. And let me tell you, that moment, it was like I got teary-eyed. That moment was like showing me that persistency is paying off. And it was like, it was a feeling. It was so meaningful to me. So now that you know my story, so let's talk a little bit about the difference between a goal and a resolution. Okay, so I actually went back and looked at the dictionary too. So resolution says it's a firm decision to do or not to do something. So you're either going to do something, you're firm, you believe you're firm in it, you're going to do it, you're determined, you're going to resolute and do or not to do something. Now, goals, the dictionary definition is the object of a person's ambition or effort to an aim or a desired result. So I think that I answered the question because goal definition emphasizes the effort towards a desired result. So anyhow, in my own definitions, right, as I said, resolutions feel somewhat temporary promise, but they're often made like without a clear plan or a deep connection to why that matters. That's why I feel like they can fizzle out somewhat quickly. But goals, on the other hand, are meaningful. They are not about like surface level outcome, but about a deeper purpose and emphasizing the effort that goes towards a result. So they challenge you, that they align you with your values and push you to grow. So for me, the 10 push-ups aren't about impressing anyone. They're about proving to myself that I can overcome a physical challenge. For some reason, it is so deeply meaningful to me, and it feels, and I will feel stronger, and I would be honoring my health, and those are important goals. Important meanings behind the goals. So here's my takeaway. So if you're setting a resolution, ask yourself, why does this matter to me? What does achieving this mean for the person I want to become? If you can connect that to a deeper purpose, it becomes a goal, right? And that is why it has some staying power. So my push-up journey has taught me something important. So it's not about the numbers. It's not about the deadlines. It's not about the external milestones, but it's about the feeling. So when I think about the 10 push-ups, I don't think about the number. I think about the strength, the persistence, and then the commitment that I've made to myself. And here's the thing, you don't have to achieve your goal overnight. It's all about the consistent effort that's adding up over time. So hopefully my knee down push-ups that happen around 6 a.m., 6 to 7 a.m. Currently, they don't look glamorous, right? But I know that they are getting me closer to where I want to be. So my message to you is whatever goal you have, focus on that feeling, the meaning and the why behind the goals that you have set up for yourself. And just stay consistent with it, stay strong, and keep trying. And that's really the only thing you can control anyways. But that is going to be enough. Okay, so let's wrap up today with some affirmations. Gotta repeat up with me on this one. I set meaningful goals that align with my values and purpose. I focus on progress, not perfection. I stay consistent and persistent, even when it is hard. I am becoming the best version of myself, one step at a time. I embrace the journey and honor my efforts. All right, thank you for joining me for today's episode of The Mosaic. Now remember, goals are about more than just numbers. They are about becoming the person that you want to be. So what is your 10 push-up goal? What is that goal for you? Is that building your business, chasing a dream? Then if so, focus on the why and let that why drive you forward. Okay, I love you. I believe in you. I'm here to remind you that you are capable of so much more than you think. So until next time, keep building your mosaic one intentional piece at a time. I'm out.